There have been instances where we tried soldering stuff.
Soldering, he said soldering. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Soldering a PCB is so difficult sometimes. Maybe even the case of soldering a couple of wires, you always have this issue of not having that grip to actually do the soldering bit easily. And this is where this tool comes in handy. So you always notice that, it's difficult to solder two things together unless someone's actually holding it for you.
That's true. When you're soldering, you really don't have enough hands. I mean, you've got soldering, the iron, your parts. So that's true. When it was a great idea, for helping hands for soldering.
And this is exactly what this tool is for. It's going to help you solder stuff. So this was bought on Amazon.
Can you see the box there? Okay. Can you see it? Can you see his hands in comparison? Okay. I fell victim too. I mean, I bought him, and you see the box, right? It's the size of a pack of cigarettes.
I left a link in the description. It's an affiliate link. Please do have a look if you like this tool. And this costs about $500.
Yeah, it sounded like he said $500. No, it's $5. He said $5. And at the time, Harbor Freight had a coupon for $2 off. So it was actually only $3.
This is the basic model. It doesn't have the soldering iron holder, but it's just one of those tools which can hold a PCB.
Okay, see how it's packaged? That's pretty cool, huh? It looks crumbled.
Easily. So let's go ahead and see how this looks. The packaging is very basic. There's nothing much in it.
It's a box, man.
The unit itself was just folded into this tiny little...
You mean crumbled?
Which I had to just open up.
Right.
And the build quality was really, really nice.
The build quality was really very nice. Okay, you've had it opened for about 3 seconds. So, the guy's got, like everybody does, he's got buyer's remorse. I mean, no one likes to buy something and go, hey, this sucks, So we try to look at the bright side. So, hey, bully for him.
The base plate was heavy, so this thing doesn't fall off. It's got a huge lens on top.
That's not a huge lens. It's about the size of a quarter compared to your hand.
Which helps you look at these areas which you're soldering or working on something small. The two helping hands are made of, I guess, steel or chrome-plated steel.
Chrome-plated steel? You mean like Harley Davidson headers and, pipes? No. It's not a switchblade. It's not stainless steel, bro. It's some kind of cheap alloy from China.
They're pretty good. These things are adjustable everywhere, so you can keep this at any angle you want. But I was really impressed with the build quality.
Well, then it doesn't take much to impress you. And now look at the working space. I mean, that center bar, that's your complete workspace. I think it's a total of, 4 inches. I mean, look at his hands. They look gigantic compared to this thing. Hey, I thought it was adorable too. I got it like a knick-knack because I did try it out. It was ridiculous. It couldn't even hold a wire.
So you can play around with this and it looks like a small robot.
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put something on this so that it gives you an idea of how well this holds. And the clips are really of good quality. It's not those typical clips which just kind of bend over. They have a firm grip. As you can see, this small little steel tool is pretty heavy.
Oh, yeah, I
this
bet it's
holds it
heavy.
without any problem.
Yeah.
It's just that the lens keeps falling off.
Well, it's 'cause it's cheap
tightened
shit.
this enough.
Yeah.
But once you do that, this should be in place.
No.
There you go. So once you put everything firmly tightened, it should help you
It
do
should.
your work easily.
Right.
And the lens is
theory.
pretty good too, so there's no problem with that.
Bro, just put it on your table as a knick-knack. Won't even hold a cigarette.
So we'll put a PCB on this as well, just
Okay.
to show you how.
Yeah, that's what it was intended for the PCB. There's those little computer boards, okay? That those guys solder, like micro soldering and, motherboards, maybe computer motherboards. But everyone who had their little workshop, just had to have one. Me too. I want one. I want one. For reasons, we were trying to use them for industrial reasons and to wire up cars and stuff. No, not going to happen.
Handy it is. So it can hold a card, it can hold anything you want.
Oh, a card. Wow.
So this is a small PCB which I had lying here for a small circuit.
Look at that. How small that is.
The arm's
Hey,
pretty
for that, it'd
flexible,
probably
you can
be
just
okay,
hold it so easily.
I mean,
It's going to really make work.
doesn't even look like it's magnifying that much. The magnification is I'm not sure if is that just glass?
Convenient if you're doing one of these small little things. This tool is also supposed to help you make small jewelry. So if anybody's interested in that, that can help too.
Oh, thank you. See the little needle?
So soldering should be.
His soldering
breeze.
needle.
So I'm also going to show you a small little LED.
Ooh, look at that light, man. Oh, man, that's bright.
So everything is so much easier with
Oh,
this
I
tool.
bet. Oh, great.
So a much recommended buy for those of you working on small little things and need that extra helping hand.
Actually, sir, it's called helping hands, plural, because there's two of them. But that's okay. We'll let it go. You can call it whatever you want. Here's the helping hand.
The link's in the description if you'd like to buy it.
No, I'm going to pass.
I don't like these things. I only see one real use for these, which is when you are trying to solder one wire at Harbor Freight, and you will see them sold under 1,000 different brands. And as I'm taking this apart to remove some of the worthless components on it, you probably could purchase a couple of these and combine them to get a little bit larger reach, or to just customize it however you see fit. I suppose you could literally hold this thing down. Like a small drill press vise would probably be a better option. I can't really recommend them.
This box, I think inside we have the instructions on maybe how to assemble it. Okay, this is on Chinese. Starting up, I think. Then I'm gonna putting those. Okay, it's all the same. No mistakes. Okay, we'll put now the alligator clips. Don't bother thinking that it will not hold enough for a heavy lift or a heavy PCB that we will be working on. So I will try the light now. Oh my god, I think there's a problem. It's not lighting. Hey, there it is. I still have a secondary light, but it's still bright. I'm gonna turn on the light back, but I have an issue on these clamps. It doesn't hold that much. It fails the 200-gram test. Oh well, this neck in my opinion, is pretty short.
Hey YouTube, how we doing? FM Studio down here today from the workshop with just a couple of pro tips in regards to these helping hands. What a great idea when they came out. This guy made a ton of money, and everybody in our workshop, we've actually implemented our own helping hands, you know, in our own way, because what happened is, like I said, it was a great idea, but the whole apparatus was probably, you know, I think 6 inches in diameter. So there wasn't a lot of working room, and you know, they were kind of built cheap, you know, and but mass produced. The guy made a fortune. Now every video you see, you know, somebody has their own little version of helping hands there. And they are fantastic, you know, because especially when it comes to electrical, you do need an extra set of hands. So what I did is I did my own version too of helping hands, and I'd like to show it to you now. I call it my Helping Hands Station. And here it is. You like it? So my apparatus here that I've made, it comes of course with a magnifying glass, just like the real deal, a light, and I'll throw a couple of pro tips at you. Every shop light should have a remote. Actually, I wanted to show you the white first. Every shop light should have a remote. And then I was going to say, especially if you want creature comfort, easy on the eyes light. And so yeah, I've got it's a metal plank base here that I had, and it was kind of difficult, you know, drilling the holes because it's pretty thick metal, but you want something heavy as your base. And then so I put 2 holes. You can basically see what I did, and I ran the wire, the clips. And another pro tip I want to give you is, you know, the guys, they know everything, so, you know, whatever we say, they know it already. But maybe the ladies don't, or even if you do, great. But the wire here, this is your pro tip, might save you some money. When people go all the time when they go to Home Depot or a hardware store and they look for wire, they always get offered or look at stranded wire. What you need is solid wire. I'll show you a pic of the difference right now. The stranded is the flimsy wire, okay? But the solid wire, just one wire in the core here is strong. It's like a hanger, you know. It's like a thin metal, but very sturdy. So that's what you want to get. You want to ask for the solid. This is only 14 gauge. You don't got to get anything real big like 10 gauge or anything like that. And that's confusing too. The smaller the number, the bigger the wire. 20 gauge is tiny. So this is 14 gauge solid wire, okay? And nice and sturdy. It'll hold whatever wire you want to put up in there. I've got my magnifying glass. And what I'm going to do is I've got some extra wire here. I'm going to run them, together there. And then I'm going to solder them here. I've got my solder. And I'm going to run some alligator clips on the end and make mini jumpers for my voltmeter. You know, if you go to test your voltmeter, sometimes the wire isn't long enough, so you put a little jumper there. You put an alligator clip, and then you can extend it. That's another video.
We have made about a 5-foot long 10 gauge jumper wire, test lead, whatever you want to call it. Remember, if you're going to do something like this, to help it last a little bit longer, 3-letter acronym you can use is CSI, crimp, solder, insulate. You want to go ahead and crimp it in place on these terminals. You want to solder that crimp, so that'll strengthen it, and then you insulate it, which will just pull the wire onto the clamp even more and strengthen it as much as you possibly can. So every jumper wire, CSI, crimp, solder, insulate. They'll last a long time, at least until the copper wires break or your clamps do.
But yeah, I'm just, you know, for my first night, I'm just going to make some mini jumpers for my voltmeter. Another pro tip. We've got our soldering station set up here, our wet sponge to cool our tip off and everything. You might want to get one of these little hangers for your soldering gun, because you notice every time you buy a soldering gun and they give you that little wire to sit it on, never stays there, does it? Rolls off and on the carpet or in the grass and messes your soldering iron up. So yeah, get a little hanger, hang your soldering iron, grab your solid wire, okay, 14 gauge I recommend. Get a heavy base whenever you're going to make it, and get your, you know, colored shop light. I've got my, these are just some strippers and crimpers, so, you know, I'm good to go. Ready, got some extra alligator clips and electrical stuff there, and yeah, I'm ready to get started making my mini jumpers for my voltmeter in my workshop, using sitting at my Helping Hands station. This is FM Studio. Keep it rocking.